Hey guys, let's talk a little bit about beating the heat. It is supposed to be super hot the rest of this week. It's already been hot yesterday. There was a huge rainstorm that kind of cooled it off, so today's going to be a little better, but you can just feel the mugginess in the air. So what do you do for your outdoor animals when it is just boiling? Your first step should be pre-planning. I put these Scarlet Runner beans in the beginning of the year, knowing that they would grow up and over and provide a lot more shade here on the side than I had last year. And it has really been great. They don't produce a ton really. They have a lot of really pretty blossoms, but I don't know if it's too much nitrogen from being beside the chicken run or just the season, but we've had a couple harvests, but nothing to really write home about. But their primary purpose is just to provide shade anyway. Location. So I had the goats in the new shed and I had the old shed repaired and moved them back into that because this spot is about 10 degrees colder during the day than the new shed, and we'll take that 10 degrees. Oh, they've turned their little bench upside down. I'll have to fix that. Same thing with the bunnies. They were actually way out here by the fence post and we had to move them back. I guess we did that about March under the trees so they could have plenty of shade. So your next step would be to take care of anyone who just won't take care of themselves. I let everyone else out of the coop, lock the front door, and now Miss Quail is going to come out whether she wants to or not. She is just determined to be broody. I've tried moving her into another coop with a whole new flock. We've tried shutting her up in different spots. It does not matter. This hen will not break. She is going to have babies. Unfortunately for her, she's not laying any eggs, and the egg she's sitting on isn't fertile. So I basically boot her out every day and force her to stay outside all day long. See her beautiful family of nothing? She just really is determined to have babies. So definitely a case of you know better and make sure you put the animal in the best situation to handle the hot weather. If you can't do anything else, make sure you have several sources of fresh, clean water. So I have at least 2 for everybody, including my bunnies in the garage, because you never know when something's going to spring a leak or spill or get dirty somehow. And I just want to make sure I double up on water. So these guys, the chickens, I have a big tub, which also if someone's miserable they can hop in it and cool down, and sometimes a couple chickens will do that. They'll put their feet in it. And then I also have the traditional chicken waterers. These guys, since they're a little goofy and since quail can be a little aggressive sometimes, actually have 3 sources of water. It's important to make sure your water is clean and fresh. And I use these hoses. They are drinking water safe. So you can look at the store when you go to buy hoses and find ones that are certified as drinking water safe. The other hoses sit out in the sun. All those chemicals and stuff get baked into the inside of the hose, and it's just not something I'd want to drink, and I don't want my animals drinking it either. You might also want to try looking into buying a watermelon and cutting it up and freezing or at least chilling the pieces. We all enjoy a nice cold treat during hot days, and chickens are no different. So watermelon popsicles, sorry, there's an ant on my phone. Watermelon popsicles are the best. If you don't have watermelon or you just really want to make sure they stay cool, you can also throw some ice cubes in the water dishes to make sure they cool down and they're not drinking hot water throughout the day. I use ice cubes for my bunnies in their crocks. I just put one in the crock to chill it. and they really enjoy that. I also give the bunnies frozen water bottles. These are not the bottles they drink out of, just bottles that I've recycled of drinking water. Just put tap water in it, 3/4 full, freeze it, and take it out and put it in their cage, and they can lay up against it. If you don't have the room for the water bottles, you can just put ice inside of Tupperwares or things like that. They really, really enjoy it. They lean up against them and kind of use them as air conditioners. So with these guys, what I do is I have 3 waterers because this adorable guy spends all of his free time knocking everything over, and sometimes he'll take out a waterer. So just to make sure, I have 3 buckets of water, and I have them in different locations throughout the area. Besides making sure they have plenty of water, I also make sure the goats have free choice minerals. I'm sure that just like us, they use up electrolytes when they get hot, so I just make sure that they can replenish as they need. And Trouble, he definitely seems to need more than the rest of them, probably because he gallops around like a maniac even if it's really hot, and is just so energetic that he probably uses up a lot of his body's nutrients and he needs to replenish. So I definitely make sure they have free choice minerals and all the water they can drink. There are a couple other things you can try to keep your animals cool. If you come outside during the afternoon and it is just miserable, which it has been lately, you can actually turn on the hose and just spray it nearby. And it's not a permanent fix, but it will drop the temperature a few degrees for a few minutes and just provide a little extra relief. Another thing you can try is wetting towels and put them over any animals in cages, and the moisture from that will help. If you have electricity, run fans. I have had electricity put into the bunny barn, and they have 2 fans circulating at all times. You can also get a bowl of ice and put it in front of a fan and make your own old-fashioned air conditioner. So there are a lot of things you can try to keep your animals safe and cool as possible. Just make sure you also take care of yourself while you're taking care of your animals. Stay hydrated, get out of the sun, take care of yourself while you're taking care of your pets and your livestock. They depend on you, and you can't help them if you're sitting outside with heat exhaustion. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.